In the previous videos, we have covered a plethora of topics and bombarded you with all of the things that you need to research for your design challenge. If it felt overwhelming, that's okay, because it is. In this video, we will begin and provide a specific example. We're going to revisit the design of our water bottle, and we're going to list topics that you will need to research for this design challenge. In this video, we're going to use the same heuristic as the earlier video and cover the background, the existing solutions, topics that govern the problem, and business perspectives. The background has 5 key sections. The first is domain knowledge. Second would be history of the problem. Third, the breakdown of the problem itself. And the fourth are principles that impact the problem. And the fifth is a user persona. Understanding the domain of the background would involve identifying some terms and definitions that inform the problem, such as learning what the term BPA-free means or learning how to describe clean water. It may be important for you to understand a little bit of history about the use of water bottles. In the 1800s, water was stored in glass. Beginning in the 1960s, with the advent of the plastics revolution, water bottles were made out of plastic. When researching topics, understanding physical properties that impact the problem is important. For our water bottle, this means knowing the density of water, several sealing techniques, available manufacturing materials, heat transfer through these materials, and also knowing whether the materials are compatible together. The final category of the background is a user persona. For the redesign of our water bottle, we've selected a user who is an athlete, a swimmer who wants to hydrate during practice without getting out of the pool. So, to complete a user profile for this project, we need to identify this user's age, gender, what they currently drink from while they're in the pool, how frequently they hydrate during practice, and what they would want in a redesigned water bottle. The next category of information that you need to collect in order to complete your research has to do with existing solutions. So, for your water bottle design project, you need to understand some things about existing solutions and historical solutions. You also need to explore similar problems and similar and analogous solutions. In order to learn about existing solutions for a water bottle, start by doing this. Close your computer and go to a store. At the store, note the different types of water bottles. Write down their features and characteristics and take some pictures. You might see hard and soft plastic water bottles with different types of spouts. Sometimes solutions don't exist. Your research should attempt to uncover the reasons for this. Most often, they are limited market size or economic conditions. In some cases, there's a lack of solutions due to restriction of existing technologies. It is also important to understand the limitations of existing solutions, and you'll need to understand what might limit a solution from being adopted, such as, is the water bottle too small of a volume? Is its material not waterproof? Does the material allow it to shatter too easily? It's important to understand the limitations of existing solutions. This usually presents itself in desired features for the new solution. In order to figure out which features are missing from current water bottles and what swimmers might want, talk to some swimmers. The next category of information that we need to discover for our research has to do with what topics govern the solution. For our water bottle and for other design problems, what this often means are standards and regulations. Some standards and regulations which may govern the design of our water bottle could have to do with what materials are and are not allowed for manufacturing. Also, some regulations may govern pinching hazards. There are also standards and regulations that may have to do with the pool, such as what materials are allowed near pools. Finally, standards and regulations often present themselves in the form of environmental laws, such as those that govern manufacturing practices and disposal. The final category of information that we need for our research for the design of the water bottle has to do with business concerns. We need to think about the cost, whether we plan to use existing manufacturing capabilities, and what patents for water bottles already exist. In conclusion, we've just gone through a specific example highlighting topics you will need to research when redesigning a water bottle. Thorough research will include the background, existing solutions, topics that govern the problem, and business concerns.